What's going on, YouTube? Yeah, I know I'm running a little bit late tonight. That's only because we had some things come up we had to get taken care of, and there was my notification to Arnie saying that I'm live. But yeah, like I said, we had some things we had to get taken care of. That's why I had to push it back. And
Hi, everyone.
I don't know if I'll also go to the normal 8 o'clock or go to 8:30. I'm telling Arnie I did not get a good night's sleep. For some stupid reason, I could not fall asleep last night. It wasn't because of being in pain. It was almost like I drank about 2 pots of coffee and it finally kicked in about 11 o'clock. It was like wide awake.
Yeah.
So about 5:15 this morning, I finally went home to bed. Oh, I had one person in. Now they left. And, okay. But wait till a few more people start popping in here. Because right now, it only shows I got 0 people watching. Oh, I figured, all right, we got one person back. I don't know who it is now. I don't know if Randy's going to be showing up because he said he was going to be going somewhere. Whoever it was, I guess they didn't like, so they left.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Oh, and that's one thing I forgot. I forgot to take the heart off. Oh, well. I just realized I forgot to take that where it wasn't going to be popping in. Oh, well.
Yeah, I always forget to turn it off.
That's one of the things I usually get done. Is like I'll go in there and get that taken care of. All right. Well, yeah, Randy, I knew you were going to be at the club tonight, so yeah, I didn't
Hi,
think.
Randy.
Yeah, I didn't think you would be showing up. I appreciate it, but yeah, I had to. I went late because we had some things we had to get taken care of. It was like, okay, Chris and I were talking about it as far as starting at about 30 minutes late. Okay. Oh, one thing I'm glad of having that insurance. I looked at I got an email from the insurance company. All right, yeah. Take care, Randy. Yeah. With everything so far, almost $99,000 is what's been paid out.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what the total bills have all come up to is about 90. Oh, you might as well say $100,000. But damn, I've been expensive this year. I mean, 2 of the surgeries. Hey, Anfield.
Hey, Anfield.
I knew 2 of the surgeries, were expected. This stuff here was not. Even this one was not expected. But
Okay.
almost, basically $100,000 is what insurances had to pay out. But that doesn't include what I've had to pay out, which has been over 3,000. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that one of them was through the anesthesia people when I had the hernia surgery done. Yeah, they kept saying it was like almost $1,400 as far as what I still owed. Somehow they did not submit the claim correctly to the insurance company. So I contacted the anesthesia people. They said I contacted insurance. I contacted insurance, and insurance said, "Okay, fine, we'll contact them." I gave them the information, the claim number, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully, I don't ever hear from that because I shouldn't be. But yeah, one thing I was going to be wanting to talk about is there's that athlete, was it Sadie Strider, something like that. Um, it's a trans female, okay? Competed and wound up winning several different track and field events. Class 3, I think it was, over at Princeton. Wound up moving up to class 1. Right, they had the event and everything. They put in the information and everything, the application, whatever.
Yeah.
Showed up to the day of the event. Well, mind you, that was this year. So all this other happened last year and previous. Okay. So this track, event was happening this year. With what Trump wound up doing, that was it Section 9 or whatever, Article 9, whatever it was, talking about how biological males have to compete in male. There's Cool Gamer. How you doing?
Hey, cool gamer.
But yeah, if you're born biological male, you have to compete in male events. Biological female, you compete in. Hey, there's Robert.
Hi, Robert.
The female events. None of this, trans and everything. Well, this person here, like I said, was trans female. Basically, kind of like what Crocodile Dundee said. Oh, there's a bloke dressed up like a Sheila. Oh, anyways, yeah, he wound up getting to the event, but his name was not even on the list. Got all bent and out of shape and everything, and I guess his jockstrap didn't fit that good that day. They would give him a wedgie, and so now he's decided to sue Princeton for not allowing him to compete. And then also having the nerve and the weird mindset to say, I'm not going to be able to compete in track and field ever again. No, you can compete. You have to compete in the men's like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
To begin with. Oh, nachos. Yep. Yeah, we still got our food. We started making kind of I guess you could say kind of a crock pot goulash. Um, Basically just thing of ground beef, got that browned and everything. Stuck it in with some manwich sauce, some barbecue sauce, I know the chili peppers, green chili peppers, just to give a little bit of a kick to it. And then I think some diced tomatoes. Put some meatballs in there, and then a bag of mixed veggies, and just letting it cook. So that was the main reason why we weren't going late, because we were still messing with it all. And I want to mention to Crystal, and she got everything prepped. It was like, oh, so did you already got the meatballs put in? She goes, nope. So what about the veggies? She goes, no. Okay, so I had to go get those, and it's like, yeah. But yeah, that's what really got me as far as this athlete, you know, crying because his jock strap is too damn tight where he can't compete in female events. Why in the hell are you getting into a female event? You're not a female. You're a guy.
Hi, Crystal.
Yeah, she's not feeling good herself right now. So, but it's like these people need to learn and grow up and realize that their fantasy world and the real world are not connected. You got your fantasy world. Okay, that's fine. If you want to be a cross dresser, you want to act like a female. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Do it behind closed doors. You get out in the real world. Uh-uh. It's fine. It's like if you want to, you can go to those kind of clubs and everything. That's fine. Ah, so you want to go to Taco Bell and had something, huh? Yeah, that might have been a little bit too much. A little bit TMI. I gotta go look for some. Now you're gonna make me go look, Robert.
I never born.
Hey there, board. How you doing? All right. This is gonna be just for Mr. Robert. That's what he. That's Robert. You need to go listen to that. That was a perfect song for you.
Mm.
You mentioned that and everything. It's like, okay, yeah, that's the first thing. That's the first song I thought of was that one right there. That's the first thing. But yeah, I mean, like I said, that yeah, I mentioned that to Crystal earlier about that athlete and everything. I'm going, yeah, you can still compete in track and field. Like I said, just go and do it in the men's sports like you were supposed to be doing the way you were born. You had got something swinging between your legs. So, yeah. I can hear that, Arnie.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't need to get a copyright strike. But yeah, like I said, that's and then of course you've got that other person that's been putting out there in TikTok. Um, he's been going out to Disney and this, that, and the other. Doing all the filming. Of course, I have not heard how many people have signed the petition to get him kicked off TikTok. Of course, now I've heard about how his girlfriend decided. He was saying how his girlfriend had left him. I'm going, yeah, I guess she's not into cats. She's into roosters. And I'm trying to put that as G-rated as I can. Yeah, because if he wound up going and doing that surgery and everything, yeah. I can blame, I wouldn't blame her. Hey, hey, Robert, that's not my song. That's Bob Rivers, okay? Hey, but you gotta admit, that's funny there. Yeah, I don't care who you are, that's funny. But, like I said, that's the one thing I still don't get about with society today. Oh, and have y'all even been seeing all the videos about the fights that have been happening on Carnival? On the Carnival Cruise Lines?
no, I haven't heard about that.
Oh my God, it's like, what the hell is getting into these damn people? There is like almost every single day I'm seeing it, on YouTube, people posting videos about people getting into fights on a cruise ship. And the bad part about it is, hey, I can't help it if it's nothing but blacks doing the fighting. Okay, that's
Yeah,
not that's not being racist. Okay, it's a simple fact is the blacks are wanting to start all these fights with the other blacks and everything. So yeah, I mean, why in the hell should they be getting surprised when all of a sudden Carl says, "Okay, well you're banned for life." No kidding. You started a damn fight over some petty stuff. What do you expect? I mean, they had a fight down at the Galveston terminal, okay? And this was after the ship got back from the cruise. There was about 15, 20 people having a good old knockdown, drag out fist fight right there at the customs area, all on video. And, I just saw a video today. These people are fighting on the ship
where you at?
and they're getting all mad because there's no Carnival side not to start, they're not going to be playing rap music or, anything like that. And they're getting upset. Okay, well, look at who's doing all this fighting and everything. So don't get mad at Carnival. Get get pissed off and mad at the other black people that are starting all these fights that Carnival's trying to stop. And that's why
Yeah.
they're doing it. It's not Carnival's fault that all these fights are starting. It's not being racist whatsoever. I mean, rap music was started by the black community. Okay, fine. Y'all want to start, you know, all these fights and everything. Don't get pissed off if Carnival says, okay, well, no more African Americans are allowed on the ship. We're going to stop having African American people go cruising. That's not being racist. It's a simple fact is, y'all the ones starting the shit. Like they'll say, hey, I didn't start it, but I'm sure in hell's going to finish it. Yeah, and I don't like rap music.
I don't care for it either.
I cannot stand rap music whatsoever. Um, now I guarantee you that if they want to listen to, you know, they say the black music, let's see, you've got the groups from back in the 60s and the 70s. They might, but hey, they are a business. They have right to refuse service to anybody. It's like, they'll say, you go to a restaurant and everything, or even fast food. No shirt, no shoes, no service. Hey, you want to keep this up? No service. I would not blame them whatsoever.
Layla, leave the speaker alone. She hears the birds in the background.
I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, she's like trying to look for them.
But yeah, go back. Okay, start listening to Ray Charles, Commodores, Stevie Wonder. Go back, start listening to that music, the old R&B, soul music. But as far as the hip hop and rap, no. I'm glad that Carnival side because I would not even. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that music. I like it. Sam and Dave. There's that to me. That is some good music right there. Was it the Crystals? Um, Look at all the female groups from the 50s and 60s that were black. There was nothing wrong with that. But like I say, you start getting into the hip hop and uh, all the rap music. No, you start playing that around me, it's like, okay, I'm not going to, I'm not listening to it. It's not what I want to listen to. I sure in hell don't want anybody trying to force me into listening to it. It's like, if I don't like it, nope. I mean, there's a lot of, the music today. No, I don't listen to it because, like, no. If I'm listening to it, it's like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's very, very, very little of today's music that I'll sit there, oh, I like that. think of mosquito tread bite. These little flying vampires. But I mean, I would love to go back on a Carnival cruise. I mean, I had one picked out, had it all paid off, and that was 6 years ago. And about 2 weeks before the cruise was supposed to leave, they said, "Terminal, get the hell out of here." Oh, their board, they are so much fun. Best thing I can say is, do not really go by yourself. Go with somebody or find a group that is going. That's what I wound up doing. Um, the first group, I think there was about 65. And the second time, I think it was about 85. Um, and unfortunately, um, TRF is not doing that anymore. I'm going, man, that's a shame because that would have been so much fun. But all I know is I wound up finding a Carnival cruise. It was just a little 5-day cruise going back to Cozumel and Progresso. And I looked, it's like, okay, fine. That was around my birthday. Oh, that. Tell you what, I'll mention it to um, John. But we're talking that would have to be something that would have to be done through a travel agent to get the best. We're talking about the very best deals on cabins, and have to pick the right time to go and everything. That would be fun. But I mean, to me, I would definitely for someone that's never gone on a cruise, I would say, yeah, hey, 10,000 subs don't mean anything to the cruise line. Subs don't matter. The only thing that cruise line's looking at is how deep are your pockets. They carry more. They care more about the green stuff. How much you gonna spend with them? But I would, someone's never been on one. I would say, probably do a 5-day cruise. It also depends upon where everybody's located. Now, the ones that I went on, they were all out of Galveston. And that's only because the Texas Renaissance Festival is down in Houston, or north of Houston. So, yeah, we're all, going to go out of Galveston on Carnival. Um, but as far as where everybody else is, that's the whole thing. Everybody in the No Name National, we're spread out all over. Um, so the best thing on something like that is trying to figure out the best port for everybody to go to. For me, yeah, it's going to be Galveston because that's like between 4 and 5 hours away, depending upon how traffic is. But I mean, you've got, of course, you got New Orleans. You've got the 3 ports in Florida. But it's also fact is like I do know we got some people that are north of the border. So, would they even want to go? That to me, that would be kind of a logistic, nightmare trying to get it all figured out and get it set up to a schedule. Because, like I said, for me, I went with the group and we had our own private itinerary on the ship. So they already had certain the certain rooms and everything booked at certain times for our group to go into. And it was just exclusive to us only. And then something else like, yeah, you're going to have to make sure you got security there and making sure that only those on the list were able to go in.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be fun. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that would be a blast. Probably getting, a couple of hundred people on there. Yeah, the cruise ship would love that. I mean, I'll mention to John. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll email him right now since as soon as you got me thinking about it. I'm sending Mr. John Wilburn email.
Yeah. Mm.
I hate this when I can't freaking spell.
So what I hear is when I'm trying to put in a word and autocorrect puts in something completely different. Layla, will you stop digging out bags? Layla likes to pull out plastic bags and then she lays on them.
Ah. Okay, I just sent Mr. John Wilburn a email about that. But like I said, that would have, I don't see something like that being able to get done for next year. considering the fact, how short a time you've got. I can see something like that being for 2027, maybe. But like I said, we're talking going to do something like that. Best thing to do is get with a travel agent to help plan everything out. Um, I do know that the lowest cost for a cabin on any cruise ship is going to be an interior. I don't mind doing those because, hey, I just need it for sleeping, showering, changing, you know, putting stuff up, getting back from port and everything, and then going back out. I'm not spending much time in the cabin. So why
Yeah.
would I even really want to spend that much money? Now, like I said, the one that I had booked for 6 years ago when I was going to go to, it was Cozumel and Progresso. Like I said, I always book an interior. Like I said, just me, one other person. Like, there's no need for spending, $1,000, for balcony or anything like that. I'm not spending, not going to spend that much time in the cabin. That particular cruise, as I looked at the price and everything for what I normally would be spending on a interior, they had it for a suite. I'm going, hold it. I can get a suite on this cruise ship this time for X amount of money, which is what I normally would spend for an interior. Why not? I mean, it's not. I mean, yeah, the interior was, I think, maybe $100 or $150 cheaper. But I'm going, on what I'm spending. I mentioned my travel agent. They looked at it and go, damn, that's a good price. But yeah, and of course the pandemic hit, and they go, yeah, we're canceling the cruise, so we're gonna give you, hey, Mr. Bill Beckett, how you doing?
Hi, Bill.
So I said, okay, we're just gonna give you a refund. Like, damn it, I was planning it because I already had the itinerary for being in Progresso. I already had the excursion going to the beach and everything. And the nice thing about that was, hey, I'm gonna be down in Progresso, come back relaxing on a nice, warm sandy beach, drinking a margarita or something like that on my birthday. What's better than that? Just kicking back, relaxing at the beach on your birthday with something nice and cold to drink. Who wouldn't like that? Ernie, I bet you would have fun doing that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Getting away from that cold weather and and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one main reason why I chose that cruise. Was like, oh my God, this is perfect timing. But then a few years later, I wound up going on the other cruise. It was about that time. It's like, yeah, went to go swimming in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's like, oh, nope, this water's still too damn cold. And it's like, you wouldn't think that the Gulf of Mexico, down there in um, Cozumel would be cold. At the end of February, yeah, it's still going to be cold. Don't know why, but nope. I've gone to the Bahamas when it was, in May. That water was perfect. But for some reason, between February and May, that water does get warmed up about 20 degrees, and that makes a difference. Oh, I don't know if it's still on there or not. I wound up finding something, and oh yeah, I saw this and was like, all right, this is funny as all get out. I'll wait till Arnie gets back and they'll show it.
Watching.
All right.
Ooh, ouch. Ooh, ouch.
I saw this and it's like, yeah.
On today's episode of What Not to Stick Your Pecker In, we bring to you the Gender Reassignment 3000. With its sleek Caitlyn Jenner red paint job, cleanup is a breeze.
I saw that. It's like, yeah, that's funny as all get out. Oh, and it's this one here. This one here is funny. I mean, like I said, I don't care who you are. This is funny here. I saw a few of those like, oh man. Everyone's now here's something that I tagged Crystal on. I can have fun having one of those. Oh, oh yeah. And this is something else here. Oh, hang on, I'm trying to get it for. This is something else I saw on Facebook. I wound up sharing and everything.
Which one of you's from the New York Times? You know there's only two genders, right? There's only two genders, and they know that in Iowa. I challenge the New York Times reporter and the Washington Post reporter to try to milk a cow and then try to milk a bull and see how that goes. Which one of you's from the New York Times?
Yeah, that would be something to see. Oh, and this one here. Oh my God. Hang on. It's like, how can people be this freaking stupid? Okay.
Organic rooster eggs.
Mr. Chris, have you ever heard of organic rooster eggs and if we may have them?
I'm looking for organic rooster eggs.
Mr.
Really? Organic rooster eggs. And she's actually have to go and ask. All right. John actually responded back to me. But another one that really got me is like, really, the guy goes walking in, want to know where the dehydrated water is for a recipe that includes shrimp legs. And the guy's going, well, it's got to be over on the dehydrated water's got to be over on. Oh, I'm going. Are you not? Imagine this is in Walmart. Do you not know what dehydrated water is?
An empty bottle.
Yes. And where are you going to buy shrimp legs at? I'm going, oh my God. And society today it's one of those, you got the Wonder Woman and Wonder Man. You got to wonder about that man and woman. It's like, what is missing from their brainstem? Yes, John. Yeah, I know that Lambert, cruise is on a Thursday. What Neverboard, was talking about was actually he was saying that if let me put it up here.
I don't know that one.
Was that one right there? Because we were talking about going on a cruise ship and everything. He goes, yeah, it'd go. And it's like that would be a call that you would have to make, John. That would not be up to me. It's like I'm just passing on the idea and information. But it also have to be the fact that you have to get with a travel agent. You have to, pick a date, find out. Yeah, yeah, I know. And like I said, John, that's why I say, hey, I'll email you, and the ball's going to be in your court because No Name National is you and Dallas's, you know, saying it's like, hey, I'm just trying to help support it, and hopefully I get all this taken care of where I can make it this year. I know I had to miss last year, but I'm hoping I'll be able to make it this year with everything going on. But yeah, I was like, doing something like that, there's a lot that have to go behind planning, getting everybody to want to go, finding yeah. Oh, yeah, it definitely would be. I mean, the only problem with that, John, is you wouldn't have anybody really watching on YouTube because everybody'd already be there. That'd be the only thing. Um, but yeah, I mean, and they are so much fun to be on a cruise ship. But like I said, John, you want me to send you the link? That way you can get up here on panel. We can talk about it. There's other Robert. How you doing?
Hi, Robert.
But yeah, I mean, there's so many different things that would have to be worked out. I mean, it would be fun. I'd love to be able to go on another cruise ship. But to me, I could see something like that maybe being for 2027. All right. Yeah, well, I mean, here's the whole thing, John, is the fact that you wouldn't be going to have to put the money out, okay? Because, like I said, the ones that I've gone on for the TRF, they didn't do it, okay? Everybody that wound up going, they had to pay their own way, okay? They actually went through a travel agent to get good deals on blocks of cabins at a decent price, and sold them that way. And then also came up with their own itinerary, or as far as at the port of call, uh, doing stuff like that. Totally different than what the cruise line or anything else had done. Uh, but it's more of what the travel agent was able to come up with. It would also, it got to depend upon, since we're so damn spread out, it would depend upon what port. You know, I'd go out of Galveston because that's closest for me. You've got New Orleans. There's another one there on the coast. Can't remember the name of it, but I know you've got 3 of them there in Florida. I mean, it'd be, like I say, it's something like that would be planning it out for, I'd say, about at least 2 years down the road. But yeah, I mean, I agree. You know, say you get it on where you're doing the Friday Night Live, you're able to do it from one of the rooms inside the cruise ship. That would be fun. I mean, we could have, do different, if they're able to do it, find some way of having different activities for the group and everything throughout the cruise ship while, out at sea and everything. I mean, basically, I know the first one, yeah, I know. See, like I said, that's going to be up to you, John. I'm just passing the information on. Um, it's up to you. So how you want to do it, how you want to handle it. Hey, I'll give you input, okay? Because like I said, I've been on some of these group cruises. I've been on 3 of them so far. They've been a blast. I can tell you some things that did work, some things didn't work, stuff like that. just from my experience going on these cruises. But I do know that, like I said, I was getting my first cruise. I shared a cabin with a guy that they, travel agents helped set me up with because I was going solo. He was going solo, so they got us together. Got a ocean view. I think I paid about $600. But then, of course, I wound up winning almost $1,200 in the casino. Okay, that paid for my cruise. I wasn't complaining. But like I said, that's we got find some way having drag racing games and in one of the rooms. I mean, that would be so much fun. Um, but like I said, just a suggestion, give you an idea. And like I said, I'm just, hey, you can blame Neverboard because he's the one that suggested it. I'm just passing it along to you. We're glad when I get this damn boxing mitt off my damn hand in a little bit over a week. Got to go back on the 29th. And right now, one thing I'm still trying to do is I got to get with the other orthopedic doctor to get all my medical records and all copies of my x-rays so I can have all that ready to take with me. That way this new doctor, she can take a look, especially at the x-rays that were taken along, and get her input on it. And I hate saying it, but possibly I have to get a hold of an attorney to go after the other orthopedic doctor. I am hoping, like I say, I'm hoping everything goes right. I got less than 2 months to go before No Name National this year. Yeah, I want to try and make it. Now, I know one thing everybody was saying, just go on your motorcycle. Yeah, well, right now, riding a motorcycle is the last thing, that's in my head. Now, that's something I just got thinking of. I don't know, John, I don't know if you're still in here or not, but since I'm making, stuff out of wood and everything, um, would it be okay if I, say, set up a tent, or not tent, but a little canopy and tried selling some of it there? Like I said, I know you know, that's not what it's for, but hey, right now, I'm not working. I got to try and make some money.
Yeah.
I got to get my head back and everything, and where I can start doing stuff. course, after the hernia surgery and the other, and the first one on the hand. So, okay, I thought, hey, I'd be ready to go back to work and everything. I tried. No, that was because everything was going on with the hand still. It was not going to, not helping at all. And like I said, then I had to go in for another surgery. So, yeah, and I saw the bill and everything. Basically, $100,000 is what all this is cost. Damn, I'm expensive right now. That's how much the insurance is basically paid out. It's like, I know for a fact it's been over 100,000. If you get sick, yeah. That I know it's one reason why a lot of people do. They don't like going to the hospital or the doctor. It's just so freaking expensive to go.
Yeah.
And then also getting health insurance. I mean, I looked up when I was first offered at work. Okay, fine. I'll go. It's like, okay, I think I was looking at about $300 a year, something like that, or I forget how much total was. Now it was I think it was like 300 a month. I'm going, damn. But then, of course, that was going to be like $75 out of each paycheck. Okay. That's still, it's better than nothing. I'm glad I wound up doing it. But then when I wound up going to see about having crystal put on there, oh my God, it went from like almost 300 to over $900 a month. Or, yeah, 900 a month.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I showed it to her. She goes, no. No, it was just me on the insurance. But that was the health and vision in life. Didn't need to worry about the dental, so I ain't got to worry about that. But yeah. I was going to say, one thing I'm thinking about doing is once I get this thing off in, a little bit over a week, get used to the hand back and be able to get out there in the other garage and start doing a few things. Maybe get it all set up to where, because I've still got to get my regular computer put back in here, but I got to have two hands to get all of it done. But I can get out there and maybe in the other garage, start doing live stream some out there. Being totally off grid. I know I've done it once. I know I did the garage trivia, which, yeah, and that's coming up, I know, next month. And I know that I'm set up for that. We'll get the date on that. Yeah, not this Friday, but the following Friday. And that'll be August 1st. And yeah, I'll be up on panel for no name for garage trivia. So I gotta go up against Mr. Billy Babowski and that weird Ford lover, Oli. I didn't realize it was coming up. I knew it wasn't this week, this week. So y'all be needing people to come by and help support me for garage trivia. Oh, and by the way, I looked and I've been keeping an eye on it, but on the video, how to get qualified for my 1K sub giveaway. Guess how many people are qualified for it right now? One. Only one person is still qualified to be on the wheel. I can't have a contest like that. And I'm not going to say who it is. Hey, barbecue, how you doing? Uh, you might be qualified for some things, but
Hey, barbecue.
as far as my 1K sub giveaway, let's see here. Nope. Like I said, I've only got one person that is. So right now, it wouldn't be much of a contest. I mean, I could do the spin the wheel. I only get one person. No, Crystal she is DQ'd. She is ineligible to. Yeah, what you're qualified for, we don't even want to go there, barbecue. And anything that you get ready to do, I think maybe wearing a helmet might be preferred. Just keep the few remaining brain cells you got left. Make sure they're protected. But Robert, that's definitely TMI. Hey, just don't squeeze the Sherman. And also make sure you don't get the Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris and the John Wayne kind. Did you get a motor pickle? I hear that.
Pink phone. Yeah, it was one of your videos anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, Robert, like I say, you definitely don't want the Chuck Norris and John Wayne. Rough and tough, and won't take crap off anybody. Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
Hey, Tommy.
Oh, and barbecue. I'm just wondering, how's everything going out there in the shake and bake state with all the requirements now the states have to do when it comes to trans athletes and everything? Is everybody finally deciding to get their head taken out of their butt, starting to listen, clean them ears out? Well, I'm not doing politics. I'm just wondering if everybody's finally starting to think like they should be, and not with their head up their, you know what. Of course, with that right there, yeah, you need to get rid of him and need to get rid of Carb. Because I know Carb, they've been around for I don't know how many decades now, and um, they've been trying to do stuff for all this time. It ain't working. It's like, no. That's why you have the election. That's why you vote that person out. It was about time California went from being blue to red. Um, it's one of the worst ones. But yeah, we talking about California. We're talking about the shake and bake state because that's where barbecue is at. Yeah, well, you got New York, New Jersey. You also have Illinois. That's just some of them. Yeah. Oh, and don't forget Oregon because you got Portland up there.
Yeah.
that I saw not that long ago about a New Mexico mayor and police chief. Um, let's just say that they're now wearing some of those very fancy, highly shiny wrist bracelets supplied by the sheriff's department. Um, they got caught selling and smuggling the short and long distance cordless hole punchers to people south of the border. Yeah, that's not exactly something you want to do as a mayor and police chief. And with that, I have no idea. I hope they don't go socialist. They need to figure things out too. This whole damn country is, gone to hell in a handbasket in just a short time. New York or no, I have no idea. I don't keep up. It's like they're so screwed up in the head up there. It's like, uh, was it going to be something like, what the hell's that damn game show? Um, Price is Right. Come on down. You're the next contestant on Mayor of New York. All right, you have a good evening, barbecue. Yeah, Robert. He's from California. But yeah, um, that's why I would say the shake and bake state. The damn earthquakes and forest fires going on out there. Oh, something I have not looked at in a while. Yeah, they do. There's trying to see if that guy still had the that dragster and everything on here still. He still has it on here. I can't believe it. He's still trying to sell that little dragster I went and looked at. Yeah. Well, they're not the only ones. Yeah, like I say, it was rumored. Says it has a Honda CB 550. Does not run. So, not know why. Trans is good. It might be electrical. I don't know much about motors. What I'm selling, throw offers. Does not have wheels. Okay. Let's see. Intake manifold wasn't even attached. It's not even bolted on there. You don't have a fuel line going to it. No battery. What else you want to mention about it? It lives 39 weeks ago. Hey, I gave him an offer and everything for it. He said, nah, not enough. Okay. He could have had that thing sold. I could have had it here and I could have been working on it. That's okay. He ain't found anybody willing to pay the money for it because if anybody's ever gone and looked at it, nope, they ain't worth it. Because they're going to be looking at it and go, yeah, it's going to have all this done to it. Maybe once I, get everything straightened out with my hand and the doctor, and maybe I got to tell him that I'm definitely going to be getting hold of an attorney. Get all that. Well, maybe that'd be, I gotta say that'd be really nice if I have to get a hold of an attorney because dealing with this stuff here, I'd be able to have enough money to be able to find some property outside the damn city and everything. And well, I've had coffee since then. I've had more than just one cup since then. I've had more than just one pot too. Whereas my pots are only 5 cups to begin with, since I got the small one. But yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty nice. Get a hold of an attorney, go out there and win, have a nice little settlement and everything. Go find a place out in the country, nice few acres. Why so little, Robert? I usually have at least 2 of them in the morning before I would go to work, and about 4 or 5 in the evening. But yeah, I mean, like I said, that'd be pretty nice. Be able to find some land out in the country, have a nice little house and everything. Get probably about about a 40 by 60 uh, shop and everything. Get kind of get it separated out to where, say, it's also got the 10-foot walls and everything. Ah, well, I'm glad you're feeling better. But like I said, you have a nice concrete floor. That way I've got, one area for doing automotive and machine or metal shop, stuff like that. And the other side for doing all the woodworking. Hell, just get two buildings about that size on the property. One for doing nothing but wood, the other one for doing metalworking. Hey, go all solar on it too. That way I ain't got to worry about having a damn bill. Hey, had enough money. Yeah, I'd go 48-volt system on it. Hell, even have the house that way too. Be totally off grid. Don't have to worry ever about a bill. So that's good one up doing my own water system. Get a nice little cistern built, say about a 500 gallon. Yeah, 200 gallon. Or not, well, but maybe a couple, 500 gallons. There you go. Sometimes we get plenty of rain, and there's sometimes, nope, we ain't got nothing. We have to look to see what look at the water bill, see how many gallons of water we use a month. Then figure it out. I'm gonna be shutting it down here in a couple of minutes because, yeah, like I said, I was up till about 4:45 this morning. Uh-oh. Robert got in trouble. Now, like I said, I was up till about 5:15 this morning. I'm already tired. I know we got trash and everything trying to get done. And lack of sleep is getting to me. Well, I take it Elaine didn't do her bingo today.
No, I checked a few times and no bingo today.
I had 4 wins Saturday night?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's a possibility, Robert. He probably does need to take a few naps before doing his 24-hour live stream.
No, I ain't doing no 24-hour stream.
I'm fixing to shut it down. Arnie, you got any final words?
Yeah, I hope everyone has a good night and be safe wherever you are. In fact, for tomorrow, we're under an excessive heat warning.
That's not good.
No.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. I know I started late because we had, like I said, Chris and I, we had some things we were trying to get done, and it was going to interfere with start time, so we pushed it back. But everybody, y'all stay safe. God bless. Y'all have a good night, and check out Arnie tomorrow, and then I'll be back Wednesday. All right, so good night, everybody.